covering my mouth because I feel like I'm talking to y'all. I don't like when people be talking with their mouth open, so I just feel weird. But I guess that's how this little mukbang thing is supposed to go. But okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyler. This is Frustrated the channel, and I hope you guys are ready for what's next on the Frustrated agenda. As you saw by the title, we are doing a mukbang, I guess, or mukbang, whatever it's called. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but I have some nachos here, and I'm going to talk about something that I think a lot of you guys have asked me to talk about, so I figured why not kind of get chilled, settled in, go ahead and grab some food. If you are tuning in with me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Frustrated fam. We would love to have you. My goal is to have 1,000 subs by December, and I think we're at like 270 something. So got a little whiles away to go, but we are working towards the goal. Anyway, let's get started, guys. This is my first time doing this. I wanted to do something fairly different for the channel, and I didn't want to just kind of run my mouth on here without having something to snack on or to drink or something. So let's get started. 1B, that is my natural hair color in terms of like going to the store, getting like crochet hair and stuff. I usually go for a natural hair color, which is 1B. Okay, 1B girls, go ahead and drop a brown heart in the comment if you are like me, because I'm going to discuss the color I went for, the color I am now, and the color I want in the future. If you've never done it by yourself, don't. And this is why. I had a I just feel so rude eating while I'm talking to y'all, so bear with me, but I know this is how this goes. So this had to be summer of 2015. Let me see if I can find a picture of me when I first dyed my hair, and I'll put it right over here. But guys, I wanted to be a redhead. I had just crossed, and I told myself, I'm gonna be the red-haired girl. I'm gonna be a brown girl with red hair. So I bought me a temporary hair dye, or I thought it was temporary, and I I followed the instructions to a T, but I figured I'm going to add my own steps towards this. So I had red dye, like I added extra red dye to my edges, to the back of my hair, to the middle. Like I wanted my roots, I wanted to come, or to look as if red hair came from the root. So that's what I did. Okay, so once I actually washed it out, my hair was super dry, and the conditioner that came with the little box was said to be moisturizing. I won't say what the brand is, but people still use it now, and they have way more ingredients or way more instructions and stuff to do now than they did then. So, but the color came out great. It was like, it was supposed to be a red, like a autumn or amber red. I think that's what the name was. I can't remember, but it was the red that I feel like everybody was going like the burgundy red, and I wanted like an orangish red back then, and it came out like burgundy red. So I was like, okay, this is not really what I wanted, but all right, fine. So fast forward to, that was like day one. I was like super happy. I was posting pictures like, your girl is a redhead now, blah blah blah. Fast forward to like the first 6 months of the color, and I was in school at the time, so it wasn't like a, oh, I can go to like a hairstylist and just get treated for colored hair. Now that I'm natural and, you know, I've colored my hair, I could just go to a hairstylist and they'll know what to do with it. No. I decided if I colored my hair, I can take care of this colored hair. I'm just gonna do what I normally do with my natural hair, and that'll be that.
First mistake.
Do not ever, once you color your hair, you literally have to condition and moisturize your hair almost more than if you didn't have a color, in my opinion. I did not do that in undergrad, so I had colored hair that was becoming very dry and very brittle, which eventually started to fall out. Do not, y'all, please moisturize your hair. If you hear nothing else I say, moisturize your hair after you color it more than you have ever moisturized in your life. Just do it, okay? I'm gonna do pros and cons on dyeing natural hair. First con, if you are not used to dyeing your own hair and it's your first time, I would prefer to have someone do it for you, just in case. I mean, your eyes can't see all over your head. You do have mirrors for that, but still, I would just recommend, if you are, especially if you're new to the natural hair world, there of course are many YouTube videos and channels that you can watch to teach you how to do it on your own. I would just, at least for the first time, have someone do it for you, because I just think visually they can see a lot more spots than you can, especially if you're trying to get something on the roots, or if you're trying to get your color to really blend in with your natural skin color and all that good stuff. If you got it by yourself, by all means do your thing. But for me, because of my experience, I will definitely have a hairstylist or cosmetologist do my color, because I know how I want it and I feel like I can't get it exactly how I want on my own. Second con, well, that's not really a con, it's just word of advice for those of you. Let's see. With color, you just got to be careful. And when I say be careful, that means like you really have to tailor to everything when you have color, in my opinion. And I guess I'm like overdoing or over exaggerating, but I just want people to be careful about the process after you color, because coloring your hair essentially is easy. You just have to make sure however you want it, whether it be highlights or a full color. You just have to be careful you know, while you're doing it. But after, in terms of like maintaining the color, it could be really, really scary if you don't keep up with the same regimen you had before you colored your hair, because if anything, you have to step it up, in my opinion. And that just goes into the maintenance in itself. Sometimes that's a con for me, because I'm just so anxious and I just want my hair to be healthy regardless. I just feel like with color, sometimes when it comes to like your new growth and stuff like that that comes in and you have to recolor and stuff like that, the maintenance of it can be a bit expensive unless you do it yourself, of course. But for me, if I know that I can handle the upkeep of having colored hair, then I would do it. But it can be a little expensive. Just knowing that when you do color your hair, it's gonna grow, and your roots are not the color that you got in your hair. They're either gonna be black, brown, gray, depending on, you know, where you're at. But that's a con for me. I just wish once I color my hair that it just grow that color, so I ain't gotta keep, you know, coloring it. But to each his own. But I definitely think that's a con, with the pro like hanging on the back end of it. It's delicious, but I really cannot eat all of this in one sitting. I thought I could. I thought that talking would help, but it doesn't. Final con that everybody can agree with, or this might be one of the most common that I get from people that come to me about color, is their natural curl pattern changing, or they have fear that their curl pattern, if it's cute or really pretty right now, will be more straight and more loose after they get their hair colored. My advice to you from my personal experience is I didn't really experience that, and I think it's because my color was not permanent. But then again, I'm not really sure if that's a major factor or not. But I do know sometimes we can be skeptical of the chemicals and things that are in coloring products that might cause your hair to straighten or to have a loose wave due to whatever chemicals that are in the products. So I would just say research on what type of coloring products you're going to use, whether you're doing it yourself or having a stylist or a cosmetologist do it for you, just to make sure that, because I'm not aware of any organic coloring products out there besides like a hair wax or something like that. But if you guys know of anything that is organic that applies to coloring products, please let me know, because I know that would be a lifesaver and a deal breaker for a lot of naturals. But I think that is the biggest misconception. You know, once you color your hair, your curl pattern goes kaput. And I personally, I didn't experience that, so I can't say yay or nay, but I know that in order to keep your curl pattern, you do have to keep your hair moisturized regardless. So putting it on color per se, who knows? It's just a matter of what you're using, of course, and how much you're using, because maybe your curl pattern can't take a lot of product at one time. But that is a whole nother video. And if you want me to kind of break that down based on my experience, of course, I don't have any problems doing that. But let's jump into the pros of dyeing your natural hair. One of the major pros that I think every natural even wants to dye their hair in general is the newfound confidence. Like, I just feel like when you dye your hair, or when you make that like different, completely different look in terms of color, it just takes you to the next level in terms of confidence. Like, especially if you're doing a color that is not like a natural color, or like a, oh, this fits your face, or you're lightening something that you already have, or darkening. If you're going completely outside of the norm, I think your confidence and how you feel about yourself becomes a whole lot more effortless. Like, when you get a new hair color, it's like the old me, shout out to her, but this new me with this new color is really about to clear all of y'all. And I think that's another reason why so many naturals and people in general dye their hairs, because they know coming out of the chair you have a newfound personality. Your spirit just gets happier. You just become happier, and you become more confident in not only your journey as a natural, or even not natural, but just your journey and you know, loving yourself and knowing yourself and having that joy for something, that a decision that you made that could possibly change your life. I mean, who knows? Okay, sorry y'all. I will say I love restaurants that give you plenty. Like, and when I say plenty, it's like when you have, let's just say you got nachos or something, you got chicken, and they give you like a scoop of chicken, but they give you enough lettuce to cover the whole plate. Like, I don't like that. Laughing at the fact that I tried to make this a mukbang and it's still food in here. Like, plenty of food. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed me. I hope that you are relaxed and you have a little bit more insight on dyeing natural hair from my personal experience. Take it from me, please. If you like the channel, if you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Please make sure to tap the bell so you do not miss another video. It's all for the love of Frustrated. And of course, it is still FROtober. So once I get finished with this video, I'll probably have another one up and running. Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys constant content up until Halloween, and then we had some really fun things in store for November. But anyway, thank you so much if you made it to this point in the video. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you join the Frustrated family, because we are growing every single day. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.